Welcome everybody to episode 200 of SF Live. Instagram's hanging out down here. Instagram, say what up. Leave some thumbs up, some hearts, drop some comments. Facebook, I got you right here. I'm so excited to see you guys on this fine, kind of blustery Monday afternoon here in Ohio. Let me get things kind of queued up here so I can see comments, questions, thoughts, and love come on through. Dana's watching. Justin Krebs is in the house. Justin, good to see you out there on the Facebook world. Ben, Adam, Stan, Brenda, Jim, good to see you, Jim. Ryan's here. Cameron, I always love seeing you on the live feed. Amy's here as well. Doug, good to see you guys. All right, I'm going to try to keep up with comments here on Facebook and maybe even comments on Instagram if you guys want to participate. I'd love to see you. The Instagram has a very interesting angle. They've got the unflattering angle. Facebook's, it's pretty polished over here on Facebook world. Dina, good to see you. Renee, good to see you. You guys, how are you doing? It's Monday. Not only is it Monday, but it's Monday. What do we got here? November 20th. We're heading out of November into December of 2017, which means, you know, you've probably been crazy mad busy, you guys, and it's all kind of be coming to a little bit of a head, and then it's going to dip down. And so I want to talk about the budget for your brain, because this is the time. If there's ever a time to be considering what that means and what that is all about, it's right now. Look, let's kind of pull back here for a second. We're 200 episodes in of SF Live. The reason I make this live show is to help you grow your business. I'm here in Columbus, Ohio, hanging out usually with my wife, with Ben Adams, with Stephen Lowe, one of our many interns. We got Thomas hanging out with us over the next few months. And we're running a wedding photography studio here, doing great things. But I want to help you. I want to help you grow your business. That's why I make these videos, is to show up, to kind of get you inside my head a little bit. Sometimes it's lots of rah-rah. Sometimes it's a little bit more practical. This is going to be today's episode is an even dose of both of those things. So that's the point of SF Live. I keep glancing over here. I've got this little card right here. Hold on, Instagram. I don't want to destroy you too much. So I got this nice little card that I always have to remind myself of before I go live. I got this over at United. It's kind of probably going to be backwards for you guys, but it says, do hard things. I keep this pinned up here in my studio because every time I go live, I want you guys to know it's a little terrifying. It's a little nerve-wracking. And I always got to remind myself, do hard things. When it's scary, when it's difficult, when it's hard, when no one else is doing it, it means I'm doing the right thing. So let's talk about budget for your brain. This is something that I've got a number of mentors in my life. Some of them are real physical people that I get the opportunity to meet with and interact with. Some of the people I consider mentors, you know, I've never sent them a formal email or had a formal phone call with them, or even seen them live at a conference or a workshop. It's just that I've made them my mentor by reading their content, by surrounding myself with their books and their podcasts and their courses. And so I've got a few other mentors as well that I really earnestly consider mentors. And so one of them has been talking about this concept of a budget for your brain. And this is so freaking true. Not only that, I was in the Shoot and Share group over on Facebook. This is a photography group. And one of the photographers in this Facebook group asked the question, if I could go back in time, what would I do differently to grow my business? What would I do differently when running a photography studio? And immediately my answer was clear. My answer was this: to invest in education sooner and more often. You guys, every single time I have invested back into myself, back into my education, not into my gear, not into my Lightroom presets, not into my editing, but into myself and in my mind, in my brain, it has exponentially grown my business at least tenfold. And so this is what I want to talk about when I say the budget for your brain, because at the end of the year, again, this is important. We're getting to the end of the year. You have what is called discretionary income. Now, I've got a calculator that helps photographers figure out what they should be charging for their wedding photography. And I need to go in there and update it, because at the end of the day, I currently have it categorized as fun money. It's not fun money necessarily. It's just discretionary income. What discretionary income is when all of your expenses are paid, All of your expenses for running a business, for the studio, all of your bills are paid, all the taxes are set aside, everything's done, your living expenses, groceries, all that stuff. You've got this little pocket of money off to the side. This is your discretionary income, right? What I want to encourage you is to get in the habit of this. At least, minimum, 30% of that income should be pouring back into the one thing that's going to allow you to grow, into the one thing that's going to push you forward and develop not just your business, but yourself and your character and your relationships so much more. That's your brain. You guys need to be investing in your brain, into your mind, into your thoughts, into your mindsets. This is what's going to move your business forward, right? And so 30% of your dollars, I would encourage you guys to be pouring back into this right here. Now, if that dollar amount is too much, if you feel like, 30% of it, what is that at the end of the day? Is it $10? Is it $15? Is it $100? Even if it's nothing, like there's ways that you can be investing back into your mind. And so often it's actually time. There's a few things that I want to tell you guys about that I've been doing, that we do as a studio as well. One of the things is just reading. We need to be reading more often. If you are a business owner, I need to encourage you. The top execs, the top business owners are reading. There's no excuse for you not to be reading. And so one of the hacks that I've done, by the way, that I always do in my life is when I recognize I need to do something, but I don't want to do it, I pull out my wallet and I put it on the table and I actually invest. Because at that point, I got to do it. Otherwise, it's a waste. I got stake in the game. I got money on the table. I got to earn something back from this. And so I know that reading is a struggle for me. I know that creating the time to do it is a struggle for me. So I've actually, Michael Hyatt has a book club. It's called Leader Box. And it's literally like one of those box things, like Bark Box. What's another one, you guys? What's another box thing? You know what I mean? It's like a monthly box. It drops off to your place. And so twice a month, actually, this is twice a month, a book, actually, no, it's once a month, just 2 books. So once a month, a box drops off my house. It has 2 dope books in it that are going to help me to become a better leader, better business owner, better father, better dad. And then not only are the books there, but there's also resources that will help me take in that content, identify key points, takeaways faster, sooner, and retain it better, right? This is one of the things I've done that I recognize. Look, I think it's probably $80 a month, which is steep. It's steep, but man, $80 a month for my brain to grow and expand, for my knowledge to grow and expand, and then in turn see results from it. It's 100% worth it. The guys, Ben Adams, Stephen Lowe, we just dropped look, I don't want this to all be about money, but I want you to understand that investing back into yourself has returns. We probably put over $7K and spent to have Ben and Stephen go study under 2-man studios, Lanny and Erica Mann up in Canada. And just incredible wealth of knowledge there. Incredible wealth of knowledge. One of the biggest decisions that I made early on, it was I think 2013, I went to WPPI and I took a master class from a gentleman named John Michael Cooper, all about print, the power and the importance of print. And it completely changed my world, completely changed my life. That next year, we made probably an extra $50,000 from that one course. And did that course cost money? Yes, it did. It cost a lot of money, but it was so worth it in the end. Other things that I just, look, like I sit here today with this photography studio that I think a lot of people see as successful. Like the name of this podcast, the name of this live stream is called 6-Figure Photography, right? And it's perceived as success, but I want you to understand, to this day, I'm still learning. I'm still going to conferences. I'm still going to workshops. I'm still signing up for online membership courses. IPS Mastermind, signed up for that. What's the other one? I just purchased some stuff from Sue Bryce to learn more from her. I just want you guys to know that when it comes to the dollars that you have, look, yes, get better at your craft. Yes, go have fun and take your kids out. But please, 30% of your discretionary income, when it's all said and done, you get that discretionary income, 30% needs to go back into growing and expanding your mind. That will be the thing that's going to keep pushing you forward and keep moving you ahead. All right? Just don't underestimate that, right? Literally, the thing that will separate winners from losers is up here. It's up here. So don't let it go to waste. Don't let it go to waste. Don't let it go to chance. Don't cross your fingers and hold your breath and say, I hope I learned some good shit this year. Why hope? Why wait? Right? Take control and learn. That's what I got for you guys. I'm like, this is the time. We're going into like the off season. This is the time to be learning. This is the time to be growing. And it's good to do this now and to make a habit in this off season, right? When it's easy to set aside that time, right? And you've got all the income and the expense, all the discretionary income from all of the sessions that you've done throughout the year. It's easy now, but create a habit now when it's, again, I say easy loosely. Create a habit now when it's easier. So when things get tough, it'll become easier. This is the same thing with giving, right? I grew up in the church and I grew up with parents who taught me to give. And the same thing is true of tithing. When you want to give gifts to people, when you want to give money, too often we think to ourselves, I'll give to the church, I'll give to people who are in need. I'll give to organizations when I make $50,000 a year, when I make $100,000 a year, when I make $1 million a year, right? And you won't. Get in the habit of giving now, even if it's a small amount. That's why I say 30%. Dude, if at the end of the month, you've got $100 in your bank account as discretionary income, 30%, $30. Go check, like find a resource, go buy a book on Amazon. P.S. buy used. Go buy a used book on Amazon for $5. Go buy 3 of them, right? 4 or 5, and read. That's all I'm trying to get at you guys. Don't waste it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Instagram. Tomorrow's episode 201 of SF Live. We'll see you there. Bye, everybody. Yeah. Instagram, still hanging out. What's up, Jackie? Stop these photos. Yes, I'm endorsing the Ben Hartley motivation drink. Awesome. Good to see you guys. All right, cool. Hey, I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Episode 201. Bye, everybody.